Hello everyone! Welcome to our YouTube channel. Again, this is Teacher JM, and today we're going to discuss about English 3 Quarter 1 Week 4 of the revised K-12 curriculum with the topic Capitalization and Punctuation Rules. First, let's read the learning competencies. First, use correct capitalization and punctuation for simple sentences in telling sentences or declarative, asking sentences or interrogative, commanding and requesting sentences or imperative and exclamatory sentences, as well as use simple sentences with proper intonation such as pitch, juncture, and rhythm. Now, here are the objectives. At the end of the lesson, the learners should be able to 1. Use the correct punctuation in the sentence. 2. Use the correct capitalization of letters in the sentence. 3. Use simple sentences with proper intonation such as pitch, juncture, or rhythm. And participate actively in class. This time, let's take a review. Let me ask you a question. What are different kinds of sentences? Awesome! First, we have declarative sentences or the telling sentence. Second, we have interrogative sentences or the asking sentence. Third is the imperative sentences or the one that commands or requests someone to do something. And lastly, we have exclamatory sentences which we use to express strong emotions. And now, let's discuss this topic about correct capitalization and punctuation. To ensure correct capitalization and punctuation, remember to start each sentence with a capital letter and end it with appropriate punctuation such as period, question mark, or exclamation point. This time, let's discuss the key rules of capitalization. Are you ready? Let's begin. Our first rule, start of a sentence. Always capitalize the first letter of the first word in a sentence. For example, the brave men rescued the people. As you can see, our first word is the, and letter T is written in a capital letter. Second rule applies in proper nouns and family relationships. First, capitalize names of specific people, places, organizations, and things. Second, capitalize family titles when used before a name or in place of a name. For example, Leia. Leia is a specific name of a person and it is a proper noun, so we capitalize letter L. Cavite is a name of a specific place, so we capitalize letter C. And Samsung is a specific name of thing or a brand name, so we capitalize letter S. This time, let's look at this sample sentence. Nina went to Batangas with Aunt Gina. Aside from Nina is the starting word in a sentence, it is also a proper noun. So we capitalize letter N. Aside from this, we have Batangas. Batangas is a specific place, so we capitalize letter B. For Aunt Gina, Gina is a name of a specific person, so we capitalize letter G, and Aunt is a family title, so we capitalize letter A. Our third rule, applies in pronoun I. Always capitalize the pronoun I. Here are the examples. I am going to school later. As you can see, I is written in capital letter because it is the first word in a sentence, and I should always be capitalized, even if it is written in the middle of the sentence. Say for example, this next example. Bella and I will buy some snacks at the canteen. As you can see, I is written in the middle of the sentence, but it is written in a capital letter. Our fourth rule applies in days, months, and holidays. Capitalize days of the week, months of the year, and holidays. Say for example, Monday. As you can see, M is capitalized. January. As you can see, J is capitalized. And Christmas. C is capitalized. Let's look at this sample sentence. We went to the church last Sunday. As you can see, the word Sunday is a day of a week and the word S is capitalized. This time, let's move on to punctuation marks. Are you ready? Let's start. Use a period, question mark, or exclamation point to indicate the end of a sentence. But when are we going to use them? First, let's discuss period. It is used to end declarative or imperative sentences. For example, the brave men rescued the people. This is an example of a declarative sentence, and as you can see, we end it with a period. Next, please call for help. This is an example of an imperative sentence, and we end it with a period. Second, we have question mark. When are we going to use question mark? We used it at the end of the interrogative sentences or asking questions. For example, where do you live? As you can see, this interrogative sentence ends with a question mark. Another, when is your birthday? It is also an asking question, so we end it with a question mark. And lastly, we have exclamation point or exclamation mark. When do we use this punctuation? Used in exclamatory sentences or to express strong emotion or emphasis. Say for example, hurry, put out the fire. As you can see, we use exclamation point here and at the end of this sentence. Next, amazing! Sea creatures are really interesting. As you can see, we use exclamation point after the word amazing and another exclamation point at the end of this sentence. This time, let's move on to application. Let's read the directions. Read and check the sentences carefully. Then rewrite each sentence with correct capitalization and punctuation. Are you ready? Great! You have 5 minutes to do the activity. Now, let's answer. Sentence number 1. It has 2 points. My mother is planting tomatoes in the backyard. Here is the answer. And the explanation, the first word is my. However, it is not written in a capital letter. So we must use the capital letter of M. And second, we go through the sentence. There is no proper noun, as you can see. Mother can be a title, but there is no proper noun after it, so it is written in a small letter. So there is no pronoun I too. There is no days, weeks, or even holiday. However, at the end of this sentence, there is no punctuation mark. So this is a declarative sentence or a telling sentence, so we must end it with a period. Second sentence also requires 2 points. Let's read the sentence. Oh no, I left my books at Aunt Helen's home. First, we can see the first letter of the first word in a sentence is already written correctly. So there's no need to change it. So we go through the sentence. As you can see, there is a pronoun I here. However, it is not written in a capital letter. We must capitalize it. Another, we have Aunt Helen. So Aunt is a family title after the word Helen, which is a specific name of a person. So it is already written capital in a capital letter. However, the word Helen here is not written in a capital letter. So we must rewrite it, and the letter H should be capitalized. And lastly, you can see that we already use a punctuation mark. So the sentence shows a strong emotion of being in deep regret or in a sense of panic. So we ended it with an exclamation point, and it is already correct. How about sentence number 3? It has 1 point. What is your breakfast this morning? First, the letter of the first word in a sentence is already written in a capital letter, so it's correct. So we go through the sentence. There is no pronoun I. There is no proper noun. So we proceed with the punctuation mark. So as you can see, there is no punctuation mark here. So we should identify what kind of sentence is this. And this is an interrogative sentence or asking question. So we have to end it with a question mark. Now let's move on to generalization. Let me ask you this question. What are the key rules of capitalization? Very good. First, the start of a sentence should be capitalized. Second, proper nouns and family relationships should be capitalized. The pronoun I should be capitalized, and days, months, and holidays should be capitalized. Another question. What are the punctuation marks and their use? First, we have the period, and we use it in a declarative sentence or a telling sentence, and also in an imperative sentence or a sentence that requests or commands someone to do something. Second, we have question mark. We use it in an interrogative or asking sentence. And the last, exclamation point or exclamation mark. We use it in an exclamatory sentence where we express strong emotions or give emphasis. Now, let's move on to the evaluation. Let's read the directions. Read and check the sentences carefully. Then, rewrite each sentence with correct capitalization and punctuation. Now, let's answer. Sentence number 1. It has 2 points. I love eating chocolates. First, we check the first letter of the first word in a sentence. Aside from it is pronoun I, it is also the first word in a sentence, so we have to write it in a capital letter. Then we go through the sentence, no other pronoun I and proper nouns. So let's move on to the punctuation mark, which is missing. So we can see that this is a declarative sentence or a telling sentence. So we must put a period at the end of the sentence. Second, it has 2 points. Where did Uncle Ben go this morning? So first, the first letter of the first word in a sentence is already written correctly. It is written in a capital letter. So we go through the sentence. So as you can see, the word Uncle Ben here. So uncle is written before the specific name. So it is a family title. That is why we have to write it in a capital letter before the name Ben. Ben is already written correctly. It is written in a capital letter. Finally, we can see that the punctuation mark is missing. So let's see what kind of sentence is this. This is an interrogative sentence. Where did Uncle Ben go this morning? So it is an asking question, and we must put a question mark. Next, we have sentence number 3, and it is 1 point. Ouch, it hurts. So the first letter of this sentence, ouch, letter O is already written correctly. It is written in a capital letter. So we proceed to the missing punctuation mark. So as you can see, it is missing here. So what kind of sentence is this? Ouch, it hurts. So it gives or expresses a strong emotion, or it is an exclamatory sentence. So we should use an exclamation point at the end of the sentence. There you go. I hope that you learned a lot about our topic in English 3, Quarter 1, Week 4 of the revised K-12 curriculum with our topic, capitalization and punctuation rules.
Thank you for watching. This is Teacher JM, and don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell for more updates. You can also support our YouTube channel by clicking like button, sharing this video, and putting a comment for the content that you want us to cover. Again, thank you and see you next video.